Hey, morning guys. We are doing a little field check-in this morning. It's been a few days since the last video, and we had just a little bit of rain, enough to put us out for a day or two, but not much. So we are just scouting some fields this morning to see where we think we can go plant. I'm not sure this one's ready to plant yet. So this one is pretty tacky yet this morning, so we probably are going to give this one another day for drying. This was our last furthest away field from home, so we would be able to get this done, and then everything else would be close to home, within a couple of miles. So we were hoping that this one would go today, but I think we're going to have to give it another day or two. All right, we decided to wait on that farm and give it a couple of days. So we are back here right by the home farm. So I thought I'd take a minute to show you what the Salford tillage tools do on our ground. So you can see, like, in this area it hasn't really been done, and in this area has been done. So what it does is it's a bunch of wavy coulter blades, and they're all independent from each other, and they just kind of shatter the top apart and break it open, let it dry out, warm up a little bit, and then they chop up the residue some. So that's our tillage practice. The corn planter is running right up here somewhere, so we'll go see if we can find him. So here's the corn planter, like one of the two. We run two exact twins, just like the bean planters. They are John Deere 1770 12-row corn planters with liquid fertilizer set up. We pull them with John Deere 8130s. Yeah, they're not the high-speed Exact-Emerge, but they have all the row shut-offs and everything like the bean planters do. The only difference is they are in 30-inch rows, and the soybeans are in 15s, and then the corn planters have liquid fertilizer that we inject in the ground 2 inches to the side of the row and 2 inches in front of the row. So they call it a 2x2 fertilizer application, and the planters are set up with that. So that's a little bit of a look at the corn planter. And this, in the same field, is a drain tile that we attempted to fix yesterday. So this is old clay tile from 70 to 100 years ago, but you can see how full of sand it is. So just a fun fact of what's under the ground we farm. We're checking another one, also marginal. We need a day of sunshine and all the ground we have will go, but we are finding enough ground to run the Salford tillage tools on and get some things opened up and drying out. Like you saw, we're running the one corn planter, and then eventually we'll get a bean planter going today. We will have some ground dry enough. We got some sandy stuff that's good and dry. They're running Salfords on that right now. And I think I'm gonna go dig up that drain tile and see if we can get that fixed, so we can get that covered back up and planted. Well, it was broke from right here to that wall there. It was all crushed and broke. So we dug it back to here, found where the tile was open, and so it's gonna fill this hole up with water and then eventually take it out the outlet So we'll just have to wait until the water goes down. We'll put a piece of plastic in between, and we should be all set. All right, time to get the bean planter started. Not much we can do with that tile. It's just gonna run till the hole gets empty. So we are gonna go plant some beans. Well, howdy. It's been just a little bit since I turned the camera off last time, but we got moved over and got going on one of the farms, and once again we're trying to beat some rain that's pushing in a couple hours. But wanted to give you a planting update. So we are about 60% planted right now. We had quite a few good days, then we had a few rainy days, but overall it's been a really smooth, uneventful planting season, really. I just wanted to hop out here for a second and show you guys something kind of neat, something you might not think about. So in our tillage practice, we are what you would call minimum till. The Salford tillage tools, they don't really disturb a lot of dirt. Like I said before, they kind of just cut it up, cut the trash up on top, break the ground open, let it dry out just a little bit, and let it warm up. So this field was corn last year, so we had a pretty good corn crop on it. There's quite a bit of residue left on top. We kind of purposely do that we have a lot of rolly ground, and we try and prevent erosion as much as possible. So we want to leave this trash on top. It also will act like mulch in the summertime. It'll hold moisture and keep us from drying out as fast, but you do sacrifice some planting quality if you don't manage it correctly. So if you look up down this corn row here, it doesn't take the old root ball and the old stalk out of it, but with the technology that we use, the RTK technology, you're sub 1 inch accuracy. So it allows us to put two soybean rows in between every old corn row. And so basically the planting units aren't getting interfered with by this old corn row that would be in here. They're running in between, so you're never running over a row. So just wanted to take a minute and show you guys that technology. I'll get out and place the camera so that you can kind of see that live. So the RTK signal that we use to be that accurate is like a step up from what you would use for like tillage and stuff like that. So it uses the satellites, and it also uses a local tower that Deere has set up, a network of local towers. So it triangulates between the satellites, the local tower, and you in the field to give you that next level of accuracy. So we run that on all of the planters, all four of the planters, and then we run it on our sprayer. The tillage, so the baseline, if you want to call it, signal accuracy is like within 6 inches, but we need to be within that 1 inch to do what we want to do on being able to put the soybeans in between the old corn rows, and also being able to repeat the passes when we're planting corn. We come back and side dress our nitrogen and then go back with the combine and sprayer. We want to be able to run down those corn rows, so that's the reason for the RTK accuracy. All right, making the last pass on this field, and we're going to move down the road a couple miles, and we got another 65 acres down there. We're hoping to get done before the rain moves in. Well, sometimes things don't go exactly as planned. Spent most of the afternoon on the phone trying to diagnose the downforce issues on the other bean planter. Did get that second 60 acres done, so ended up with 95 acres today, and now we are rained out. So we'll see you guys tomorrow. Hopefully we don't get too much rain, and we'll continue this.